today. Our 11:30 appointment pretty much flaked on us today. They booked the appointment. We're here. We called them like multiple times. We also sent the text message, and I also rang the doorbell. No answer from anyone. So I guess they are canceling their appointment, and it's a no-show appointment, man. So I just wanted to hop on live to see what y'all thought about that. For car detailing, when you pull up to a appointment, they scheduled, they got the confirmation, we got the confirmation message, they got pretty much everything. They confirmed the appointment, and you still pull up and they're not at the house or the appointment. What do you all do in this scenario? For me, what I did was I pretty much was like 5 minutes behind. So when I got here at 11:35, I pretty much got out the car, put up my truck bed, and you know, texted them and called them like 2 or 3 times. I sat here for about 15 to 20 minutes just to give them a little bit of time, just in case they may be not by the phone or something like that. And I pretty much waited for a little while. Still nothing. So after 15 minutes or so, I pretty much take off because most of the time, if a customer wants to get their car detailed, they wouldn't, they'll be ready to go within that 15 minutes. So I pretty much just left. I'm hopping on the live to see what y'all think about that. Uh, I pretty much don't really get too upset about missed appointments. If you pull up there and they're not responding, I don't usually get upset, but it's sometimes frustrating because you can plan for a certain detail. You did all the prep work, you filled up your water and all that, and you go out and you still, and the customer don't book the appointment. So, and they're not there to get the job done. So for me, when I miss out on the appointments and I pull up there and the customer don't want to get their car detailed, or they just not answering the phone, I pretty much just take it as an L and just go from there. Most of the time, they'll probably text me a little bit later, tell me what happened and whatnot. But for the most part, I just keep it moving because I gotta get to the next appointment. So I can't just sit there and hope that they're gonna come outside or hope that they're gonna give me a call back because I got other things to do. So I do have an appointment at 3 o'clock. So 2:30. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna go back home, relax myself, and just go from there. But ideally, man, I had this appointment scheduled. They got their notification. They got everything they needed to know about this appointment. They even confirmed the appointment, and they just didn't show up. Hey, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? And they just didn't show up for the appointment. So in this scenario, they pretty much just costed us like money because other people could have booked an appointment and whatnot to be able to um fill up my schedule because I'm only allowed a certain amount of appointments per day. So like for me, I can do like 2 or 3 appointments per day, and then from there, I start at 11:30. So because I start at 11:30, it takes about 2 to 3 hours for me to do a job. So um, so 11:33, 6. So like 2 to 3 appointments is my average. And when it comes to people like counseling appointments or show up and they don't do the appointment and they're not there for me to get the job done, yeah, bro. When I'm not there to get the job done, when I get there and they're not really trying to get the detail or they don't respond, that kind of upsets me. It don't happen that often, but it does happen sometimes. And I'm just trying to let you all know that, like, no matter what systems you put in place, no matter what things you put in place, you still gonna have people that don't respect the appointment, and you go there and they just don't answer the phone or anything like that. So that's what happened with me today. So now I'm going to head home and pretty much wait for my next appointment at 2:30. And that's what I hopped on the lives to do. Just tell you all about how I showed up at an appointment. They had multiple confirmation. They confirmed the appointment, and they still, you know, didn't, didn't answer the phone when I got there. As far as the topic of like the pro detailers and the beginner detailers, for me, the pros they have a system in place for when it comes to like appointments and booking your appointment. So like a beginner or inexperienced, they may come on and they may just pretty much um, do text messages. They may confirm their appointments by like just showing up to the customer house and stuff like that. And that's not the appropriate way to get your customers booked in and stuff. So you want to have like a system in place. Like we use Square Up, and Square is pretty good for our appointment bookings because we pretty much get the customer name, email, and address for before every appointment. And then once we get that information, we can input it in the system. And then once we input it in the system, then we pretty much schedule the appointment within the system. And they can also book their appointment. Um, yeah, so they can also book that appointment inside the schedule. So either I can book it or they can book it, and we can pretty much get them scheduled from there. You try to make me laugh, official Sharky Gaming. Um, but yeah, you book the appointment, and that's how they schedule the appointment. So they get a confirmation text or email. In the email, it's up to you how you want to send it. But they get both of those things when they book their appointment. And then after the appointment, I pretty much get the notification and it's on the schedule. So that's how a pro would do it. That's kind of like the schedule for a pro when they trying to book their detailing appointment. See, so look, I just got a text. It said he was there. Did you miss him? So I'm gonna reply. Yeah, man. So that's what happened, man. So now they text me saying that the customer was there. So I'm gonna go back and do this detail, man. So I didn't get too far. All right, man. So I'm back. I'm back. Uh, Sorry about that. But the customer called me, so I headed back to the appointment. Supposedly, he thought the appointment was at 11:30. But and actually, well, he thought it was at 11, but it was actually at 11:30. And also, he said he came out and he didn't see me. So I don't know. Just go ahead and head back to this appointment so I can go ahead and knock it out. So I mean, that's what happens, man. When you working every day, you run into smaller issues with your appointment. So like this time, I went to the appointment. Customer wasn't answering the phone. I waited for 15 minutes. 15 about maybe 20 minutes, and then I left. Drove about 10 to 15 minutes. Headed back home. They gave me a call saying that they're ready. That they didn't see me when I came and stuff like that, and the appointment time was mixed up. So I'm headed back there to do the job. I usually wait. I did ring the doorbell, and when they did come, when I rang the doorbell, he said that he heard me. He just couldn't get to the door because he was in the bathroom. So I mean, it happens, so that's not an issue. I still got time. My next appointment isn't until 2:30, so I just have to make sure I move a little bit faster on this detail because I have about 2 hours before I need to be headed to my next appointment. And it usually doesn't take that long to do a vehicle. So like about an hour and a half to two, depending on how dirty the vehicle is, and then like 30-minute travel time between appointments. So that's kind of how that works. Uh, I talked about the scheduling for pro detailers as opposed to like beginner detailers. So for the pro detail, I mentioned like how we have a system in place, and then for like beginner detailers, we have like no. So the beginner detailers, they don't have any systems in place, like when it comes to scheduling and stuff. So like for beginner detailers, when they first start, they don't have any systems to like schedule their appointments and whatnot. Also, like some beginner things that they mess up on that you can easily fix to like start being more professional. You want to get a business line. Having a different business line is helpful when it's time to like sell your business or um, to separate business from personal. And also having a business line just helps with like um, delegating tasks when you get to that point because now everybody they have a phone number to reach you at that's not your personal line, and if you ever want to shut down and you don't want like phone calls to come through, which will happen once you get like bigger in your business. Once you get bigger in your business, you're not gonna always want phone calls to come to your phone. Sometimes you may have to forward those calls. So having a separate business line is definitely good for like delegating your business in the sense of that. So another is like beginner mistake I noticed is that like beginners and detailing, they don't track information. So like if you really want to grow in your business, you have to like track customer data. You have to track your appointments. You have to track how much you make. All that kind of stuff makes a big difference in like the outcome of your business and knowing how to move different in your business. Like the ones that actually last long when it comes to detailing, like they have systems in place where they track their customer information. And that's how you build a long standing business. Like um, even just doing the business and like trying to track them your text messages or a file or something like that, it's very hard to track and manage your business with just that. Like that's where like beginners lack at. So you have to have like systems and tracking in order to really grow your business in that sense. So I highly recommend for beginners to definitely like start tracking that information. Start like doing your income. Stop trying to avoid taxes. Like there's always going to be taxes no matter what you do. If anything, when you run in a business, it's much easier to like build your business when it comes to taxes because when you have a business, you can write off things that you can't write off when you have a job. So when it comes to like building your business and whatnot, like definitely like start tracking your income and whatnot because that makes a big difference in you know where you trying to go at in your business. So tracking is very important when it comes to growing, and you definitely want to track those things in your business. So I just pulled up back to the customer house. We're gonna do this pickup truck, and we're gonna do a maintenance inside and outside on it. I'm gonna record for just the setup, and then I'll probably go ahead and cancel this and just make this a detail and talk video where I just talked about a few things on live. So, and it's like just to recap all the things we talked about. We talked about like no show appointments when customers come to appointment. When you go to appointment and customers don't come outside or they don't respond to your calls and text messages. We talked about um, why it's important to have a system to avoid that. We talked about, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Okay. How long gonna take you? About an hour and a half to two. Oh, yeah, all right. All right. Okay, gotcha. This is it, gotcha. What are you doing to it now? So it's gonna be an inside outside, vacuum, wipe down, spray wax, rims,
You
windows.
Buff this paint out, man. Like
Yeah.
the paint job is not bad. It just needs to be buffed out, and then it's got a couple spots, right?
Yeah, I can buff it out.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
is there additional cost on it?
It's additional cost. Let me see what you're working with.
Yeah, let me know if it can be brought back.
Yeah, so it'll be like 300 if you want to buff it out.
For this?
Yeah, it'll be. I'll do the whole truck.
Oh, you buff the whole truck out?
Yeah.
When can you do it?
I got time now if you want to do it today.
It'd be $300.
300, yeah.
What I may need to do is get you to come out next week and buff.
Okay, it's
get
cool.
A wash today.
Just wash, yeah.
Do you got time next week?
I got time next week. Yeah.
So So is it 300 total with everything?
Yeah, 300 total with everything. It's normally 325, but I was already here, so I give you 300.
All right, so it'd be wash, wax, everything.
Wash, wax, vacuum, everything. Yeah.
Huh. And that will get this out.
That'll get that out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then 300, and if I definitely like wax a certain area first to make sure that I can get it out, so that I don't do it and then I can't get it out.
Well, I tell you what, before you do it, just let me know.
Make sure I get out, and then
if you can, then I may either we'll do it today or I may get you back next week.
Okay, but it's probably a good chance that I could. I might have to.
Yeah, let me know if you can. I know. Yeah. I think they kind of looked at it.
Yeah, you can't get out.
I can't call what people do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want me to text you, or you gonna just
Yeah, just let me know. Call me. You know,
yeah,
you call me now, so I'm Glenn. That's James who text you. We set you up, but
yeah.
This is what I'm gonna do. Let me see right now.
Yeah, but I definitely think I can get it out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can.
Okay. If you can, let me know.
Okay.
Right now, what 170 something?
175 for the inside now. Yeah.
But if we do
it'd be 300. Yeah.
Okay. Let me know if you can. If I'm not back by then.
Yeah.
And then I'll let you know whether I go forward. I may just go ahead and do it for only 300.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. Cool. No problem. You about to leave in this one right here?
Yeah.
You sure? All right. I'm about to.
There's a couple of little spots on there, but I don't know.
Yeah. Lights. Yeah, light scratches.
The whole truck, you said?
Yeah, the whole truck. So like light scratches that'll come off for sure. Let me
So
see.
by the time you finish, it's gonna look like
it's gonna look real good. Yeah. For the most part, you got a few scratches that I see that may or may not come off, but 90% of them will come off real good.
Okay. I may get it painted again
anyway.
Yeah. You can buff it real good. I ain't gonna worry about paint for a while.
Yeah.
I'm still doing some stuff to it, man.
Yeah. It's gonna look good. Then I'm gonna probably use some compound on it because it's an older paint.
Okay.
So that compound to get a little bit deeper in there and get some of those swirl marks and stuff too out of there.
All right, cool. Yeah, just let me know if you can, if at least those two spots.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right.
If you need me, holler at me. You got water or something?
I got water. Everything set. The sooner you. Okay. All right. But yeah, the sooner you can pull this out, I can probably get started. Yeah. All right. Okay. I got it, but if I need it, I'll let you know. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and log off, y'all.